Okay, today we are going to look at the wedge drawing. Just like the past two drawings, special key holder, you need to figure out your overall height, width, and depth dimension. Okay, so height, width, and depth. And that's how you're going to start the drawing on AutoCAD. So I go back here. I'm starting with construction layer. Same setup as before, where you're drawing one horizontal line over and one vertical line up to form the L shape, which will be the left side of the part and the bottom. And then from here, we're going to offset, again, using those height, width, and depth dimensions. So I'll start with the height, which is 2 5/8. So I'm going to offset 2.625, enter. And then I'll do the width, offset 5.375. Again, look at your drawing to get these dimensions. Next up, we need to do the 1-inch space. I'm going to offset that up and this one over. Notice how we have that 1-inch square now, where those two 1-inch lines intersect right here. That's where we want to draw the miter line, which is 45 degrees. So I'm going to hit tab, 45. And that's going to help us project the right side view up and over to the top, because in this one, we're missing the top view. And I actually shaded in a little bit what I'm seeing if I'm looking down. So I'm going to see this kind of like C shape. I'm also going to see this angled surface. However, it won't be angled looking straight down on it, and you'd see that same surface over on this side too. So we're going to project the right side up and then over. My last offset will be that depth, which is 1 7/8. Offset 1.875. And I'm going to offset this one to the right and this one up. I'm going to check my dimensions just to make sure they're right. So let's see here. Let's go. Yeah, 5.375, 2.625. And I have my 1-inch space, and that would be the 1 7/8. All right, looks pretty good. I'm going to use my hatch tool to shade in the 1-inch space, just to help me visualize my top view, front view, right side view, and I know that everything will fit inside of those 3 boxes. All right, I'm going to start actually with, I think, the right side view. There's one offset we need to do. You'll notice there's this hidden line going right through. That would be because if we're looking at this part from the side, we don't see this inside area. So there's a hidden line right here, and it's 15/16 over. So 15/16 over. So I'm going to offset. I'm going to type in 15/16, and I can offset this one here. So basically, we're just splitting that right in half. That's it for the right side. We'll eventually go over that with a hidden line. The front view, I think I'll start with this 3/4 dimension. I'm going to offset over 3/4 this way and over 3/4 that way. And that's going to be where we start the angle, which is 60 degrees. So I'm going to offset 0.75 this way and then 0.75 that way. So now I know right here is where I start the 60-degree angle. So when I do that, I'm going to go here from this point. I'm going to go down further than the bottom, like go past the bottom. And remember, to do an angle, you hit tab. And then you type in your angle, in this case 60. And later on, I'll come back and trim that. Do the same thing on the other side. However, it's not going to be 60. If you type in 60, it's going to go the same way. We don't want that. We want it to go this way. So you got to do a little bit of math and determine what it is. And if you notice here, I'm at 180. That's 180. If I'm going this way, if I subtract 60, that'll give you my measurement. So 180 minus 60 is your measurement there. So I'm going to hit tab, and I type that in, what I came up with. Those are my 2 angles. I'm going to trim, TR enter, select the bottom of the part, enter, and get rid of these 2 parts. my front view is now done. Top view, again, I have not done anything with the top view, but I already kind of have it started because of the offsetting. I kind of have a start of the U shape or the C shape. The last thing I have to do is project over this hidden line up, which it's already going up because of the offset. Where it intersects right here, I want to draw a line over all the way across. Now you can kind of see that U shape. Now the angles would be in this area here. If we look at it on the plans here, you would see like a little box shape looking down on it on both sides. What you need to project up now is this point and this point, because we're seeing this angled surface, but we're seeing it in the top view. So those are the 2 points we want to offset up. Now we already have the 3/4 one. So to this point, these 2 lines that need to come up. So I'm going to draw a line from this bottom of the angle, and I'm going to go up, and I can just connect it to here. And same thing on the other side. The bottom of this angle, go up and connect it to there. Now I need to switch to my visible layer, and I'm going to start with the rectangle tool. I just got to trace over. I'm going to trace over this entire part. Hit enter. I can trace over this. I can draw my angle. Draw the angle on this side. Kind of see where we're at. To check it, you can turn off your construction layer for a minute. Good, my front view looks good. Right side view looks good. I just need to do the hidden line. For the top view, I need to grab a line. Now I got to be careful because there's going to be an open space right here. That's going to be an open space where there's nothing. If you look at the part again, you can see this open space right here. So we don't want to go over that. There should be no line right here. Like we could walk in there if we wanted to. So when I'm tracing over, I could start right here. I'll go this way, go up, go over, go down, go over to here. Then I go back up, over, and then down again. And turn off my construction line, kind of see where we're at. So that's that open space that we could kind of walk in. Now I need to also do that U shape. The U shape, which is here. So there's some more lines that I need to go over with my visible layer. So we're going to get a visible line, start here. I'm going to go up, all the way over here, and then back down. And hopefully now we will see that little U shape. There we go. So my top view is now finished. This right here and this right here represent the angles. Again, this is why we have multiple views. We don't see the angle in here, but we see it in the front view. So that's why we need to do multiple views. And the last part would be to turn my construction lines back on, switch to hidden line, and I need to draw a line straight down on the hidden line layer. Okay, and then I'm ready to dimension. You do the same thing you've been doing with dimensions. You will have an angular though. If you use angular, you would click the top of the part, the angled line, and you want to put a 60-degree angle in on both sides. Try to make them roughly the same. A linear for my overall height. I need the 15/16. I need my overall depth. I need my overall width. Well, actually, we'll do the 3/4 first. There's this 3 7/8 dimension, which I really didn't even need to draw the part because I offsetted the 3/4. And then I can do my overall width, which would be from the left corner to this right corner. With these drawings, we're setting them up on ANSI B. So I'm going to go ANSI B, double click in the viewport, double click my wheel. I'm going to set this to 1:1 scale. I'm going to kind of push it off a little bit to the left because we need to have room when we come back later to do the isometric. So that takes care of the wedge drawing.